awesome small jam. All right, I got more stuff to talk about. I'll do that later. Takeaway for, yeah, stand and meetup.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. I'm Nico, and this is Stan.
Hello.
And we are only 50% of the entire team because, unfortunately, our other two wonderful team members, Joe and Louise, were busy, so they couldn't make it. So, this is a picture of that was taken at the end of the wonderful game jam we had, and words cannot describe how much fun we had. And winning wasn't like that much of an excitement as much as actually working with people that you just met, and then that's
Winning was everything. So this was organized by the great team that also organizes this excellent Unity event, and we definitely recommend everybody who has the least interest in Unity and in AR, VR, XR development to try out the next one, because there is going to be a next one, isn't it, Sam? And
yes, eventually.
Yes.
Depends on how people pay for pizza.
Yes, exactly.
all right. That's the team.
Yeah, this is the team. Yep.
So the theme was real life turned up to 11. So we take it as going as crazy as you want. And when we started brainstorming about the idea, remember some of the ideas that we had?
I really don't actually.
I remember the peeing simulator. So we wanted to make a VR game where you're looking for bathrooms in the city, and then there's a timer, and then if you don't find a bathroom in the city, and then you know.
I remember that. They mentioned it. Yeah. It was an indelible image of imagining peeing in VR. I think that would be a really killer application. But we did. Sadly, that's not what we did. Probably for the benefit of humanity. So we had a number of different ideas, but in the interest of time, let's move on to the next slide. So one of the one of the sponsors, I think, of the event, am I right?
Yeah.
Was DevKit. And they are an awesome group of people who make this sort of volumetric video toolkit. Some of the people that you see here were also part of the jam, and they were helping us out. And I think it was sort of like a differentiator in the jam if you used DevKit. But in the end, I think we were the only ones who used it.
You succeeded.
But yes, that's right. Other people tried and failed. That is true. So the way DevKit works is, if you go to the next slide, so it uses the Kinect camera from the Xbox, and it kind of takes the raw output of the camera, both the RGB and the Z depth buffer, and then it combines that into sort of a mesh that you can play. And the benefit of it is that it really is a very lightweight file, so it's really not much heavier than a regular video file.
It works really well, and the DevKit people were there helping us with any questions we had. They wrote this wonderful library for Unity, which enabled us to just import all the DevKit data and work with it.
So this is what DevKit looks like when you're using it. You can kind of take the raw output. Yeah, you can clamp.
Definition. You
can clamp the depth to get the right resolution. So at the bottom here, you'll see the sort of RGB output, and here's the Z output, and then you clamp it exactly the way you want it. So if you have stuff in the background that you don't want, you can just kind of clamp that out. Just focus on what you wanted. And once we had that, we kind of focused on what would it be like if we just took people's faces, and what would it be like if you could pick up somebody, a VR person that was had depth to it.
Have a real person's face in 3D and it's moving. So that's where we came to the idea of our game, which is fairly intense. So we started by recording people's faces, and it's actually a lot trickier than we thought because a lot of times a lot of noises get into, and then when you get to the side of people's faces, you see the Z difference, you jump, and then when you port it to VR, you just look at these people's faces with spikes all over them. So it took a couple of attempts for us to get it right.
Is it possible to play that? It's supposed to be.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so this is Sam in glorious 2.5D.
Yep.
Try that. Something like that.
Yeah, filming this, I wasn't expecting to project
right?
it.
I just squatted in
There
a
you go.
chair and then,
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I've never seen this footage before.
So it looks really freaky. And the way, when I explain to people who haven't tried it, I liken it to one of those like toys that you put your face into, you know, with pins. That all the pins push through, and that's very much what this looks like. So there's just a depth to each pixel. And because the Kinect is meant to be used for a very large field of view, and we're just using the face, it means that we lose a little bit of resolution. So there's a lot of lost resolution in the Kinect. It could do a lot more resolution than what we were able to squeeze out of it.
Unless someone's got a really huge face, you know? we're always welcome to that.
Yeah. Then we had the idea, okay, what if we put this into a sort of baby swaddle? Because the problem was you couldn't see the back of the head, right? It's just a blur at the back. So we figured if we cover the back of the head and then you make the person really small so you can pick up and handle it, that's really where the idea was born of the nanny simulator.
Yep, and it's also ridiculous, so it's turning it up to 11.
You can really see the artifacts there on how spiky it got. And I don't know, it might have been my face.
Yeah. Next.
Yeah, let's do it. So the final experience we named Feed Me, Kiss Me, Love Me, which is basically an enumeration of all the actions that you can take.
Yeah. So you can kiss the baby, you can love the baby, although love is not detectable in the VR. But anyway, you can kiss the baby, give it sunglasses, and the baby would have different demands like, I'm hungry, or I'm thirsty, or I think those are the two major ones. And then when the baby's thirsty, you can either choose to give the baby normal water, or you can give him Jack Daniels, you know, as a responsible nanny would do. Hope you know that.
Sam, do you want to try to have time to give it a 1-minute demo?
Yeah.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Also,
Okay, so
what's the deal with the background images? I wanted to ask. Just whatever you had.
What? The background?
Yeah, Nico, you're the graphical designer here. You did a lot of the modeling work and you did a lot of the graphical stuff. So how would you explain these 3 images in the back?
3 images, because I feel like it didn't look that good with the empty wall, and I wanted to put some murals there. But then I was thinking, oh, what could be a really good mural? So I put the Godfather there for the respect for the baby. So the whole vibe is like you're in this situation, the baby is like your boss, and then if you don't respect the baby, you know, you're like somehow not doing it right. And then the other is just a really badass baby that I found like online. I searched a bunch of baby memes. And the third picture, I came up with a lot of ideas, but in the end I decided to just put a picture of the team. Because it's a hackathon game and we all had a good time, so yeah, that's that. And we would like to find one volunteer to try the game who has not tried the game in the gym.
All right, we have one right here. Come on up, sir. Come on up. So, what is your name? I'm just kidding.
I'm Jesse. This is my first time here. It's a pleasure.
All right. Thank you, Jesse. Welcome to the community. We're going to see if this is going to work. We haven't tried this against... can we get some tech support up here?
Yeah. In the meantime, yeah, I can talk, as always. This is also accessible as a jam game, right? The source is posted, right? On
Not the source, but we do have it on itch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, so if you are interested later and you want to do weird things to babies, you can download it. Google will bring you in there, but if you're interested, come to any of us and we'll give you the link. All of the Jam's products are uploaded on itch.
So you need Okay. All right, we're going to see if we can jam this in. Oh, yeah, we have video. Excellent.
Press play.
So I want you to be very mindful of your floor here.
Oh yeah, you will fall.
Yeah, we do. We'll catch you. Oh yeah, that's right. That's your chair.
Alright, yeah, I'm sitting there.
I can't see this.
Yes.
I guess it's the default loading.
Stan, did you guys do the room setup?
Like this gentleman just moved to another chair.
Yeah, that's right.
Stan, did you do the room setup? Room setup over there?
That's right. We need to set up the. I think we're moved here a little bit. Let me go one second.
Yeah, so we were planning on 2 live demos, so time is going to be tight. Anyone who's done a live demo in VR knows that it's a terrible idea. It almost never works out.
It's a challenge.
So this is not a surprise, this is the status quo. There you go.
Did you see it?
No, not the scene.
Yeah, we need to, well, hang on, so can you,
Sorry?
we need the,
Just go.
Yeah, we're all on the cutting edge here. This is how.
Go into the Guardian setting. Huh? You good?
Dan, set up on us.
Where's the Guardian? Here?
It's in the menu.
Yeah.
Guardian, okay, so we're gonna do, recent Guardian.
All right, you got like 30 seconds before you
Yeah, thank you.
Pizza's coming at 7:30, everyone. Although it's New York, so maybe up to 7:45. Yeah. We're gonna get a show of hands. Who's done a live VR demo before?
Oh, it worked.
All right, yeah, a really small percentage. To my family. Yeah, to your family, right? So, yeah, even that. How long does it take to set up? Right, like it breaks easily. Nothing worse. Yeah.
Thank God that's the S. No trackers. Very easy to set up room setup. You just draw it around you.
Quest is amazing.
Same thing. It's like the same.
So the game was made originally. There was one baby, and then you can only interact with one.
Which button is it?
It's the trigger.
Yeah, okay.
Is this a frustration simulator?
Yes.
But then eventually, every 30 seconds, a baby will drop from the sky, just to increase the insanity of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like that kitty thing where they dropped on the table.
Oh yeah, sunglasses isn't for you. Sorry.
That's fine. Are you sure? I mean, you can hold it in front of your face.
Yeah, you can also kiss the baby. Right?
Can you beat
More
the
babies?
baby?
No, don't worry about it.
You can smash two babies against each other.
Oh, yeah. Butt cheek, butt cheek. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got the baby.
Yeah, you should look at the baby.
And when you kiss it, there's a little heart coming out.
Yeah.
No, there's no audio here, but we, the
yeah.
babies ask for these various things, so easy, nummy.
I think you might have to change the audio source on the computer. I think it's okay. I think we can get it.
No, I think we're hearing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We don't know about it.
Anyway, if you want to hear the ridiculous audio, you're welcome to try it after this presentation.
It's disturbing enough.
It is very creepy. Yeah.
See the third baby.
All right, that's our experience.
So these guys have plenty of time for Q&A. Can I get, you guys okay with questions?
Yeah, sure.
I think it's 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
You have to repeat everything that is said. Questions, anyone?
Questions?
Yes?
Okay, thank you. Hi. So I've just got a really quick question. I didn't know much about this game jam going into today, but I just want to ask, how much Unity experience have both of you had going into this project specifically?
Me, 3 years.
4 years probably, but not professionally, so yeah. 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's a team of 4 people, so it's actually 3 of us are Unity developers. The other person handles all the dev kit recording and everything. So.
Yeah, and he was a complete newbie to Unity, so, but he learned a lot. And he actually, so Joe, whose face we saw on the babies, on the main baby, he's actually traveling the Middle East with the dev kit right now to make a video documentary of migrants and interviewing their
He's
stories.
I guess we can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about that later. Yeah. Any other questions? All right.
I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Oh, wait, one question.
Yes. All right, should we take over?
There's a lot of 3D scanners out there, and what's the dev kit different from other like iPad attachable 3D scanner? Because it seems like it's pre-recorded.
It is pre-recorded. What's nice about it is that it's live video. So the iPad 3D scanners that I've used were all static, so you had to be, like you could have a static object and move around it. What's really cool about this is how you can do video, and you should check out some of the dev kit stuff where they do dances, and they combine that with some really cool special effects in Unity, where basically there's like clouds and points and just particles just bursting in the shape of somebody dancing, and to capture the full human body in motion. It's super cool.
And they made a super easy API for Unity, basically. It allowed all the Unity developers to just start playing with the data right away.
Yeah, drag and drop basically. Yeah. Okay, and we're going to be over here anyway, so thank you.